Hi Libra, welcome back to POSH. I'm going to be doing a reading for November 16th through November 21st, 2021. I hope this video finds you well, Libra. If anything's not going well, I hope things turn in your favor very, very soon. Libra, you're an air sign. Justice is your card. I've had the Justice card come up quite a few times today. Not for your reading yet, but just putting that out there. You're a cardinal sign, so you do take the lead in the initiative. Right now, we're in the waxing gibbous moon phase, so you should be refining goals, editing, and change direction if necessary. So it's like a manuscript, you know, that you finished and you're going through to edit it, maybe making a couple of detours, crossing out a few lines, whichever, changing plot and characters, whatever it is. However is best way for you to think of that. We are going into, it's waxing gibbous in Aries, and we're going into the full moon on the 19th, Friday the 19th, 2021. And that is going to be in Taurus. So it is actually a partial lunar eclipse, and I think it was not seen since the year 1440, okay? And the next one, I think, will be in 2669. Okay, so this is 2021. So 2269 or 2669. You'll have to Google it, but it's a very interesting full moon phase coming up. So I would definitely look that up and check it out, see how maybe it affects you. So I do have some sage burning because I did Virgo's reading, and it was very it was a long one, and it was just a lot. So I just cleansed the space. I always do cleanse before, but I don't always, you know, sage before and after each reading. I had the Ace of Pentacles come out for you, so I'm going to put that aside. So I'm going to say, in the light of the light, through the light, thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. I am calling on the Holy Spirit. And with that, I have, in the recent past, 8 of Pentacles. You've been hard at work, Libra, nose to the grindstone, working hard and diligently. I see you're working, for most of you, you could be working outside of the house. Back again, working outside of the house. If you were working inside of the house, you're definitely concentrating on your work. In the present energy, we have 5 of Wands. So the recent past, you're working hard, but it's possible you maybe got 2 aspects of your life here. That could be a work life, this could be a professional life, or it could be both work life or both professional life. I'll clarify and we'll see what else comes up. But there is conflict going on right now. So we'll clarify to see where that's coming from, okay? If that's inner conflicts within yourself. Oof. Got a lot of cards coming out, and I saw them, so now I'm going to take them. So, what I had come out after the 10 of Cups energy for the near future, which is happy households, I had 9 of Swords, which is sleepless nights, could be nightmares, could be insomnia, suffering in silence, 7 of Pentacles, and then the Sun. So because that's the last card I pulled, I'm using these as clarifiers, okay? So you're hard at work. Pentacles have to do with physical, material world. So how we interact in the physical, material world, how we present ourselves, also has to do with work, career, finances, money, our interaction, our relationship with money. But something brought about conflict. And I see the 10 of Cups here, but then I see suffering and silence. So it could be in the near future that you're concentrating on, excuse me one second. Sorry about that, Libra. So I have the 10 of Cups in the near future, as I was saying, and then we have the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Sun. So what I'm seeing in the near future, that all these cards came out that I placed here, there was a focus on 10 of Cups happy home life to me, what that means to you. But there's a suffering in silence over it, or some sleepless nights being concerned about it. I feel that you're looking to plant. You're either not happy with the harvest that you have put into it from the past, or you're changing focus and planting new seeds, which has you stressed with that Nine of Swords energy. But I have the Sun coming out here as a clarifier as well. And, you know, take that as it applies. But to me, that is saying that once you put your focus in that new, I feel it's a new direction, that you're going to find that success. And it's weird the way the cards light out, because I have the Ten of Cups here in the near future, the Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, and then the Sun. So these two go hand in hand. It's also telling you that you need time for new seeds planted to take effect. You know, this doesn't just happen all by itself. Sometimes, you know, we put that work in. There could be in the present energy, if this is related to the Ten of Cups home life. Ten of Cups to me is relationships, like across the board. Everything's good. Everything's happy. Everything's balanced. There are children involved here. And I sort of feel like, looking at this card, the way it's positioned, even the children are small in this card, I feel like there is a bit of a distance between the children and the couple here. And I feel that it's almost saying, like, now's the time to concentrate. Like, the kids are okay, now's the time to concentrate on your own future. And there may be some, you know, there may be some stress about that. It almost is like, to me, that there could be children in the near future that have, you know, gone out on their own. You know, and it's like empty nesters. You could be in that position for some of you. I am feeling that. I also feel that there may be that you are looking for a new home, a new place. Possibly as empty nesters. And that could be what the, you know, suffering in silence, sleepless nights is about, because it's a change in a chapter of your life that's coming in the near future. And I feel there is distress about it. When I'm looking at this cards, you know, this card, the Seven of Pentacles, there's some sadness. There is sadness, and, you know, life changes, and there's some sadness here, but I do feel that the outcome is good, and it's successful. And there's a lot of joy in it. It's a lot of joy. It's almost like you're reclaiming your innocence. Sometimes, you know, chapters in our life, they change, and we have to sort of reinvent ourselves, and it's uncomfortable at first. But I do see happiness and success here with that. So let me go backwards to the present energy, which is conflict. So let's see who this conflict is about. I'm taking this Ace of Pentacles as the overall energy, overall message, and it's coming out of, like, the clouds of the past, a new initiative with, to me, home life, money, finances. Feel like you're stepping back into the garden after doing some mountain climbing and having some rocky endeavors. It's a new initiative and manifesting what you need for the future. So what is this present energy Five of Wands about? How do I say that? Reciprocity? It's like Balancing give and take. I do see the scales here in this picture, which is Libra energy to me. There's conflict here that either someone's either being charitable to you, or you're being charitable to someone, or there's not an equal give and take, or there's not an equal, although the scales are balanced here, it's almost like you're weighing and keeping tabs on that balance between give and take. And I feel it's you're keeping tabs on people outside of you and how that reciprocity, you know, giving, receiving, and it's becoming a severe burden for you to keep tabs on that and be embroiled in conflict, whether it's inner conflict or you're actually arguing with people outside of yourself. I have the Magician here, which is saying, you know, you can manifest what you want. You don't always need to be tied to that. You could make your own way. You don't need to maybe rely on others to the point that it becomes a burden, because there could be disappointment there. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Pentacles again. And that's the card that came from the recent past. So I'm going to clarify that Eight of Pentacles to further find out if that really has to do, more specifically what that has to do with. Hard at work at what? What were you hard at work at? Finding your happiness and success. Achieving happiness and success. Are you finding that or relying on other people to give that to you? And that's what's causing you stress? You're passionate about expansion and protection with your money and your home life, your health, wealth, education. The Pentacles are that whole big ball of wax. And you're working hard at maintaining happiness and success and joy, just maintaining joy over your expectations of that. The Knight of Pentacles is mapping out. It started in the past, but it's mapping out the future happiness and success that you're trying to get to. You feel like you're starting out like a newbie. Page of Wands here is dressed for success, new growth. It's like there's not a lot of abundance on the ground, but you're hopeful. You're hopeful. It's the Pentacle energy as a page, as a court card. The Pentacle energy, taking that new initiative, the overall energy here of the reading with the Ace of Pentacles. And as a page, just starting out again. It's like starting out again. It's like you want to be that knight, right? And you want to be in this energy in the recent past. And you're working hard to be that knight, all about expansion and protection of your home, your finances, the successfulness of that. And you want to, you know, rush out of the gate as a Knight of Pentacles, but really you're sort of a Page of Pentacles. You have that underlying page energy, underlying Pentacle energy to support you. But I feel there's a little bit of naivety with this, because pages are just learning, really. They're just learning. So you're working hard, and I see the happiness and success here starting out, and I see you ending up with it. But I feel that there's conflict about it in the present energy. Whether it's focusing on it so much that it's become a burden, because I have the Ten of Wands here, and then I have the Eight of Pentacles again in that present energy, clarifying that Five of Wands. So the Magician is here, and that's all about manifesting. I think it's sort of telling you need to have faith in the outcome, because pushing things forward by the way of conflict or getting aggravated, or even if it is arguing with people outside of you, whatever it is, you don't want to lose the reason. You don't want to lose that positive aspect by getting embroiled in conflict. Okay? In the near future, we have the Ten of Cups, as I said, and there is anxiety. I feel it might be even guilt keeping you up at night. A lot of concern about your money. But I feel here it is going to work out, Libra. There is something here with you. King of Cups. And the Lovers. Okay. All right. So this is tied to the King of Cups energy. King of Cups is, you know, sitting on his throne. This is the mini Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. He's sitting on his throne here. And he's an island unto himself. He has his cup in his hand, his scepter in his hand. And to me, he looks secure. And even though there's waters turbulent around him, he's okay. This could be a Scorpio energy. And the Lovers card is here. Lovers is Gemini energy, choices in life. I do notice clouds in between this two Lovers here, but I also see the angels. So I'm getting this card coming out over this present conflict, Five of Wands energy here, clarified by Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Magician. This, I feel, is energy outside of you, this King of Cups energy. I'm going to use this to clarify. This is the Tea Leaf cards. This is by Ray Hepburn, and it's by U.S. Game Systems. Tea Leaf Fortune cards includes 200 round cards, 98-page guidebook, and it has the Tea Leaf cards, and they're based actually on all those hundreds of symbols when you're reading tea leaves that, you know, you learn, you need to know in order to read them. So I guess it's a lot of wisdom. It's a lot of wisdom packed into this box. I'm trying them out, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to clarify this King of Cups here, but this has to do either with a relationship. So I see conflict, maintaining equal give and take, or not being happy with judging equal give and take, with the scales being in that card, and then having a burden, and then trying to manifest is hard work, and it's tied to this King of Cups and the Lovers card. So, Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. So maybe there's someone supporting you. Wind chimes. This person brings you peace and harmony. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay. So to me, this looks like a support system for this conflict you're going through. But I see shark. Take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. And that's related to this present energy with this conflict here. I'm going to pull a card to see what comes out. Oh, okay. It's either you have to step into this King of Cups energy and use logic as a king. They have sword air energy, and you're an air sign, right? And you need to use that air energy to be that cardinal sign Libra, take the lead in the initiative as a king. So you need to have logic as the base for your emotions, okay? You need to rule over your emotions. Or it could be that you're being urged to not have your emotions wash away your mental clarity and sit on that throne as a king in that Scorpio energy and rule your emotions with mental intellect and not let your emotions get the best of you. Because the king's throne is vulnerable. And you could see, because he has that underlying sword energy, that's what is keeping him clear, analyzing situations. Yes, giving person emotional relationships are important, and that's masculine energy, but take that as it applies. Definitely a giving person, intuitive person, but that king never loses the logic that his throne is built on. It always goes back to that analytical mind, because that's the base for his ruling. Even though he's the king of cups, he's still a king. The Lovers here, to me, it could be a relationship. It could be choices in life. There could be conflict within a specific relationship. But it could be more than one person that there's conflict with. And I see here now you have the Eight of Swords, which this is mental anguish that you really can come out of. And so you're like gating yourself off in it. You don't want to, it's almost like you wrapped yourself up in something. It's like this conflict directly wrapped you up in, sort of tying yourself up in that. But you can come out of it if you want to. Sorry for that second pause, Libra. So I want to pull, I'm done pulling these T cards, but I want more clarification for you. I'm going to pull from the Everyday Tarot. I love this deck. I got it in Salem, Massachusetts. And we went to Salem this, second time we went, and we went in September. And we went to the Nathaniel Hawthorne house, and I wanted to get something that I'd use every day. Not like, a pen or something that said, Nathaniel Hawthorne. I said, oh, so every time that I use these cards, I'll think of that, And it had a hidden staircase, and the history of the house was amazing. And if you ever get to go to Salem, oh, I can't say it enough. Right, Libra, Libra, Libra. What is the most important message Libra needs to know for this energy of this overall reading? Even though we have the Ace of Pentacles as that overall energy, which is a new initiative, coming out of the clouds of the past, I feel the road was rocky, and this is a new initiative to embrace a new start. But that present energy, again, with that conflict and you working things out, I want to go with the significant message for the present energy, because I see that in the future, the near future, that you have the Sun card. You started out with that as a clarifier, and you're ending with that as a clarifier. So I'm more concerned about this conflict energy and the Ten of Wands, and let me see, Seven of Cups. It's all about choices. And one of these has like a masquerade mask. There's a woman looking towards the future. There's a masquerade mask. There is a snake coming out of a cup and wraps around the cup. There is a crown. There is a diamond. There, I believe, what is that? Wreath, feathers, and a dragon looking towards the past. I love this deck so much. I pulled my back out, so I can't really lean forward. Today's the first day this afternoon that it started to feel somewhat relief. It's been 5 days, so. Queen of Swords. So you have choices, and the Queen of Swords energy, Libra, you come up as the Queen of Swords a lot of times in your readings, and it's like you're welcoming people forward in the future. But you got that sword there. You want them to see that sword for some reason. You have some bitter hurts. You do have clouds around you that are framed, but they're not framing you. They're behind you, and you're standing prominent. And it almost looks like her throne is a cup, like the Ace of Cups, right? And the Empress. So it's like you're looking at yourself with those bitter hurts. The Empress, you have a choice. And you're looking at yourself. The Empress is looking at the Queen of Swords. They're both depicting your energy. That's what I'm feeling. And you're sort of telling yourself, and you have a pomegranate in your hands, you have a wreath on your head, and it's your choice how this unfolds. You have the Sun card here, you have the happiness and success, but ultimately, we all have free will. Tarot is for guidance, and we all have free will. So ultimately, it's your choice. And I would say, I hope you choose wisely. So, namaste. I pray you find your way. I'll see you next time. Mwah.